Obviously, we feel very fortunate to be sitting up here with a win. You saw the game with a minute to go. You know, you're down 6, 7 points. That's a difficult situation against a top 10 team in the country. But you know, one of the things that we've been talking about all year is that we couldn't quit. We had to play relentless on both ends until the final buzzer, and I thought that we did that tonight. When I look at the stat sheet, you know that I told our team. To win, we're going to have to out-rebound them. And the fact that we've out-rebounded North Carolina, Tennessee, and North Carolina, you know, that says a lot about the heart and tenacity of this team. Obviously, I'm very proud of them. You know, I thought Ty put us on her back there at the end of the game and carried us, and then Mimi stepped up. Deja Foster made a big play, and Mimi stepped up and hit that three after shooting a teaser on the way up, after shooting an air ball. To have the confidence to step up and knock down that three was huge. And you know, one of the things you know that I say is that playing that tough schedule early really helped us, because nothing North Carolina did tonight surprised us. They're a very, very good team, but we've also played Connecticut and Tennessee, so you know, we weren't surprised by their effort and their size and their strength on the inside. So I thought Sasha Goodlett was also big tonight with her body. I thought she laid on them a lot in the post and really fatigued them. But again, I'm just really pleased with our overall effort on the defensive end. And right there at the end of the game, we said 8 years ago when we started this program, we said we're going to build it on defense and rebounding. And you saw tonight why that's so important. We got down, you know, at the end of the game, we needed defensive stops, and that's what it came down to, was defense and getting that final rebound. So, you know, I'm just really pleased with our effort on both ends.
Coach, at the beginning of the year, you were saying that Alex had to get about 20 shots a game for you to win games, but you see that she only had 7. Why do you think that is? Is it because Ty is stepping up and filling that void?
Well, I think we've got several people stepping up. I think Mimi Walthart to take 11 shots today is huge. You know, one of the things I've asked her to do is take 3 to 5 shots, so she doubled the shots I asked her to take. But, you know, I think when we can have more than threats on the floor surrounding Alex, it really frees her up to do more things. Alex is really unselfish, to the point where sometimes it hurts us, because we need her to shoot the ball. She's one of the best shooters in the league, and we really need her to take shots. And, you know, fortunately for Ty, Ty's had a great situation, because they put their best defensive player on Alex, and then Ty gets to play off of her. And, you know, it's a compliment to Alex, but also it shows a lot of fortitude and just ability in Ty, because Ty wants the basketball. She took 20 shots tonight. I mean, for a freshman to want to take 20 shots against Carolina, that's hard work. It's hard work to get the ball that many times against them, let alone take that many shots. So, you know, I'm just really pleased with her, obviously, overall, the way she's played throughout the course of this season and now heading into ACC play. But, you know, I think her and Alex are very good complements to each other on both wings. And when you have a point guard like Mimi who can control the game the way she does, you know, good things happen.
Coach, talk about the battle in the paint in the first half. They scored 24 points in the paint. You only got 20 shots off in the first half. What was going on down there?
Well, obviously, you know, they average 51 rebounds a game, Carolina. That's and you saw their size. I mean, they're big inside, and they're long and they're athletic, and they can run and jump. And I'll tell you what, to me, they were one of the best rebounding teams outside of Tennessee that we faced. I mean, Tennessee has those same kind of athletes that really get after the ball on the offensive end. And we just, you know, we were tipping it, we weren't grabbing it. And that's one of the things we talked about at halftime. We got our hands on balls. I always tell them, you can touch it, you can grab it. So we got our hands on balls, but we just had to make the second, third efforts to come up with the ball.
Coach, in the first half, you missed quite a few bunnies underneath, but you stayed in the game on the foul line, kept you in the game because of the big shot discrepancy.
Right. One of the things we talk about, we want to get to the free throw line 20-plus times a game, and we always want to shoot more free throws. We want to make more free throws than our opponents attempt, and I think that keeps you in games, you know, and it also helps you keep attacking. And I felt like we did a really good job. You know, Ty, you saw her put her shoulder down and drive to the rim a couple of times. You know, you saw Chelsea and Deja really getting after it and putting the ball on the floor and attacking the rim. And you know, we're probably one of the teams in the ACC that athleticism-wise, we can match North Carolina, their speed and their quickness and their size. And so, you know, I thought that we just did a good job in the second half of coming up with some loose balls, and we were able to convert.
Coach, you asked a lot from your starters tonight. You had 4 starters with over 30 minutes, and you know, only 6 players in double digits in minutes.
Well, welcome to the ACC. That's what happens. You know, you get into conference play, and you got to you know, sometimes you have to shorten your bench. But I want to tell you, I thought a key person too was Frida Fajmar came in and hit that three like in 30 seconds. I mean, you know, that was a real boost for our team, and it got them out of their. They were in a box and one on Alex, and that made them get out of their box and one. We put her in there, and she was able to step up and hit that three. They got right out of it. So, you know, we had struggled there a couple possessions. And we put Freed in there, she hit that 3, and they got out of it, and it helped us. So, even though it wasn't a lot of minutes, I thought some people on the bench played a key role for us.
Questions for our student athletes?
Ty, coach just said, welcome to the ACC. Welcome to the ACC. What's your impression? First game.
Everything I expected, it's a hard game for 40 minutes straight, and it's got to bring everything, all you got for 40 minutes, and you just got to keep playing, and that's what I was told, and that's how I expected it to be, and that's how it was.
Alex, second half, did it look like they were trying to deny you the ball a lot?
Oh yeah, box them up.
Yeah.
Misha, you balling tonight. Talk about just what was going through your head those last couple of seconds in the shot.
Yeah, well, Deja got a big layup and a big steal, and as she was driving it down, we had numbers, and I spotted up, and the first thing she said to me when she passed it was knock it down. So I knew, if she had that much confidence in me, I had to have that confidence in myself to take the shot, and I took it and went in.
Speaking of Deja, your teammate, she let out a yell, like at 55, 52. Is that her normally? Like, just how would you describe her?
She's very intense. She's like our energy. We feed off of her. She's a very energetic player, and she makes the big plays happen for us. She does all the little things that we need.
Maybe you seem to be having this great kind of year. What's happened this year that maybe you've stepped up over years past?
Just knowing what Coach always talks to me and tell me, that my team needs me. And coming into the season, I knew I just had to be confident and play and do what my team needed to win. And in order for us to win, I have to step up and score and be the leader that this team needs, and that's what I've been trying to do.
Do you have any doubt that last shot was going in?
No.
For any of the student athletes, some of those tough early games that Coach was talking about, you weren't getting enough from your paint game, your post players. In this game, obviously they stepped up, whether it be Chelsea or Sasha or even Deja when she's at the 4. Talk about how they were able to progress from where they were then to now.
Just practice, practice, and practice. Every day in practice, we work on the post game. She tell them what to do, and that's what they did, and we, transfer onto the game.
And which one have you been maybe most impressed with out of that post group?
I would say Chelsea. Sasha's coming along, and she's gonna get it. She has gotten it, but she can bring more to the game.
Ty, you're one of the few collegiate women players I've seen that can get your shot off the dribble. It seems like almost any time you want. Did you feel like you're going to be able to do that in the ACC?
Yeah. I've never changed my game for anything. My game's always been the same. I'm just going to go hard for 40 minutes and just give everything I got.
Ty, you use the glass a lot. Is that something as you were growing up or you were taught always try to use the glass? You get it at some angles. I don't think I've seen anyone all year finish as well as you do in traffic off the glass.
It's just something I came into college knowing, in high school, it's easier just to shoot a jump shot, random, like, you drop it to the basket, just throw it up for a floater, but in college, it's harder, so you have to use the glass more to finish your shots. So.
With the big size advantage that North Carolina had, did you go into the game feeling like you had to be a team rebounding game? You got out-rebounded by 1 in the first half, but in the second half, you guys had a big margin. Big rebounding edge. Is that your philosophy out there to rebound as a team?
She kept telling us we have to box out. We can't out-jump them. We have to box out, and that's what we did.
Coach said that you guys weren't surprised by what North Carolina brought just after playing Connecticut and other big teams. What do you see any similarities with North Carolina to the other big teams that you played?
They're quick. Good defense at times. But, that's why she set up the schedule she did. We lost in UConn, and we came back and finished strong against North Carolina.
Any final questions?
Coach, do you hear the word signature win for a program all the time? Is this a signature win for your program?
Well, I think there's no doubt. Anytime we beat a program like North Carolina, who is obviously we have tremendous respect for, that's huge for our program. Last 3 years we've been able to beat them here at Georgia Tech, and that's a compliment to our program and the direction we're headed. But one of the things we've talked about is we've got to beat ranked teams. We set the schedule up the way we did because we want a better seed in the NCAA tournament. And to get a better seed in the NCAA tournament, you got to play the best teams and you got to beat them. And we've beaten 2 ranked teams now this year. We got a lot more ranked teams to play ahead, but this is obviously a great start for us. And anytime we can beat a North Carolina, or a Georgia, or a Duke, or a team like that, a program like that has won for a long period of time, it's a great compliment to our program. And